Welcome back to the Truth Factory. The Awan story has gotten even more interesting over the past couple of weeks. It seems that Hina Alvi, who is Imran Awan's wife, has struck a deal with prosecutors to return to America sometime in the next week. Imran Awan and Hina Alvi face some very serious charges. However, all of those could possibly disappear with some type of plea bargain. And I imagine if they're going to get immunity for all of the serious crimes they committed, they're going to have some pretty damning evidence that would tie some bigwigs to some pretty serious corruption, but I almost guarantee that they have that information. Remember, Imran Awan was an IT staff member for many government officials, and these officials remained silent or played dumb about Imran Awan's wrongdoings. It doesn't take a genius to connect that Awan was blackmailing them all, and that he still has their private information. I mean, there are a lot of government scandals out there. Pedophilia, fraud, even murder, and it would really shake things up if that information got out, which explains why DWS had such a meltdown over a laptop. Let's just say there's probably more than just pictures of Hillary Clinton drawn in MS Paint on that thing. This also explains why DWS kept Awan on her payroll for so long, because she knew that he had life insurance, information that could take her down hard. This is the same reason why when Anthony Weiner got busted, they actually found a directory on his laptop drive that was literally called life insurance. You'd have to be an idiot to work with these people and not do this. This could possibly go as high up as taking down Hillary Clinton. Because don't forget that there was $120,000 worth of missing equipment that was just quietly written off by a Democratic rep. $120,000 worth of IT equipment doesn't just grow legs and disappear. Just that classic Stephen King novel IT about electronics that live in the sewer and slowly kill people who get too close to the truth. Awan was spying on Congress, and Congress themselves paid for the equipment for that to happen. Again, whatever Awan and his wife have is probably huge. I still think that Imran Awan is complete scum who is just making a plea deal to save his ass. However, if he can pull the plug on the swamp, I figure the enemy of my enemy is my friend for now. Next up, former National Security Advisor Susan Rice, or as I like to refer to her as Liar Liar Pants on Fire, privately told House investigators that she unmasked the identities of senior Trump officials to understand why the Crown Prince of the United Arab Emirates was in New York late last year. Maybe it's none of your fucking business. It's a pretty pathetic reason, and it also shows that she lied when she told CNN earlier this year that she did not unmask Donald Trump's campaign staff during the election.
I know nothing about this.
Why the fuck you lying?
If she was lying about this, who knows what else she has done, as she's never been called to testify in front of Congress for some frickin' reason. She's an Obama holdover and she should lose her frickin' security clearance like yesterday, but nothing has happened, just more federal government stalling. And people are still trying to deny that Susan Rice hasn't done anything illegal. However, as far as I know, Susan Rice may have committed at least 3 crimes here. 1, it's illegal to lie on your unmasking request. 2, it's a crime to use your office for political purpose. And 3, it's a crime to leak unmasked names. Whether it can be proved or not whether what she did was illegal, somebody was leaking that information to the media to paint a narrative to discredit Trump. And the executive order that Obama had signed opened up who could unmask things and expanded who could be unmasked. Now, Susan Rice still has top security clearance for some reason. It's just more proof that Obama's government was colluding and abusing its powers. Next up in news, big pharmaceutical Bond villain Martin Shkreli has had his bail revoked and is headed to jail over a Clinton Facebook post. A couple of weeks ago, Shkreli's shitpost is saying that he would give $5,000 to any brave soul who could bring him one of Hillary Clinton's hairs. Why did he need one of her hairs, you ask? Well, he wanted to do DNA testing to prove that she was a lizard person.
Or Hillary Clinton, which is a half lizard, half human.
Obviously, this was a joke, and he told people not to pull it out of her head, but to grab one that had fallen onto her pantsuit while she was on her book tour selling her stupid book that everybody hates. The courts say that the Clinton offer could be viewed as a solicitation of assault and revoke Shkreli's $5 million bail. Shkreli is now in maximum security federal jail in Brooklyn's Sunset Park until January. It's funny that people are painting Shkreli as an evil villain for this, and yet Kathy Griffin can pose with a model of a decapitated head of the actual sitting president, ISIS style, and yet Shkreli goes to jail for making a Hillary Clinton lizard person joke. I know that there's more to that and that this was a violation of his bail agreement, but the fact that this was taken seriously can only really mean one thing. Hillary Clinton is in fact a lizard person. All I see here is a man that is going to jail for trying to expose Hillary Clinton's reptilian DNA. What are you hiding, Hillary Clinton? What are you hiding? Alright, I just want to thank everyone for supporting me. Like and subscribe. A link to my Twitter and Patreon in the description. Have a great night. Meow.